but apparently he's got a blank check from the studio because they're begging Stallone to essentially fix the thing. Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about Creed 3. Now, there aren't a whole lot of details at this point, even the plot remains a secret, though I'm pretty sure the story will culminate in Adonis Creed narrowly edging out a victory against Jonathan Majors' character, whom we don't even know who the character is yet. Maybe he's Clubber Lang's son, which I'll talk more about a little bit later. But the main reason I wanted to put out this video is because I think I know the real reason why the film was delayed from Thanksgiving of this year, 2022, until spring of 2023. And it's not good news. How do I know this exactly?
How'd you know? Don't you think I hear things? A lot of canaries flying around the docks.
Anyway, if you like this kind of content, please help support the effort in the channel. Hit the subscribe button. 70% of you are not subscribed. Please just click that button. Like the video, comment on the video, share the video. It helps YouTube, and I really appreciate it if you guys do that. Oh, to get the most out of this video, by the way, in the movies that I talk about on the channel, you're going to need adequate testosterone levels. Ideally natural, worst case scenario, maybe try TRT, but natural remedies first. But check out my sponsor. It's trylgc.com/VS25 to get 25% off of anything you want tested, whether it's your testosterone, other health related things. Make sure to check out that website because you'll get the most out of the kind of videos I put out, like real man stuff, right? Anyway, check that out. So, just to catch everyone up to speed on the Creed Saga, for those who may not know, the first film came out in 2015 and saw the former world heavyweight champion Rocky Balboa serve as a trainer and mentor to Adonis Johnson.
I want you to train me.
The son of his late friend and former rival Apollo Creed, a child that Apollo had out of wedlock. Adonis felt the need to follow in his late father's footsteps and prove to himself that he was worthy of the name Creed.
I gotta prove it. Prove what? I'm not a mistake.
The script was being worked on and written by Ryan Coogler while making Fruitvale Station, which he also wrote and directed with Michael B. Jordan acting as the lead. Upon completion of that film and its success, they took the script for Creed over to Stallone and got his participation and involvement in its creation. Now, Creed 2 would follow in 2018 and would essentially be Rocky IV Part 2. Under the tutelage of Rocky Balboa, newly crowned champion Adonis Creed faced off against Victor Drago, the son of Ivan Drago, who you all know killed Apollo in what was supposed to be an exhibition match.
My God!
Creed is down! Your daddy died in the ring.
To say Adonis' match against Victor was personal is quite an understatement. In fact, the film was a tale of avengement from both sides of the ring, as the Drago family struggled with its own troubles trying to regain the respect in their homeland that they lost at Rocky's hands.
That kid was raised in hate.
Ryan Coogler would not act as writer or director for the second outing and instead move on to Black Panther. As far as Creed 3 goes, it'll of course be the sequel to Creed 2 and the 9th installment in the Rocky franchise. Stallone will unfortunately not be returning to reprise the role of Rocky. His story has been completed, at least within the Creed franchise, but the series will continue and this time focus much more heavily on Adonis Creed and his family in the film. Mr. T is rumored to make his return as Clubber Lang, which we've all known and got familiar with from Rocky 3.
Dead meat.
If that's the case, Stallone's old ideas of Clubber retiring, becoming a Christian, and being a ringside announcer after losing to Rocky could all somehow be incorporated, and who knows, Jonathan Majors' character could even end up being Clubber Lang's son. Well, that could be an interesting idea, it just seems too much like the second Creed film. Michael B. Jordan will be making his directing debut. When Jordan first announced in 2021 that he would step behind the camera for the first time, he called directing an aspiration, but the timing had to be right. This franchise, and in particular the themes of Creed 3, are deeply personal to me, he said. I look forward to sharing the next chapter of Adonis Creed's story with the awesome responsibility of being its director and namesake. Furthermore, he said, I've been acting for over 20 years, and over time, your taste would start to evolve and develop, and you want to tell stories yourself. Creed is the first character I'm coming back to play 3 times. I've been daydreaming about the opportunity and had a clear vision of where I want this character to go moving forward. I'm looking forward to sharing the story with everybody. As far as the film goes, it is already wrapped its shooting schedule, but I'm sure you've all heard by now, it has been delayed. This makes Creed 3 a bit of an unusual entry in the Creed movies, with its 2 predecessors having both released in November of their respective years. That has also been a release date tradition that the preceding Rocky movies have largely followed. No reason was given, however, part of the competition for the November 23rd box office may have played a role in delaying Creed 3 to next year, as Jonathan Majors also has the Korean War aviation drama Devotion releasing on that day. There may have been a notion that the competition between both films would have been too much, With Major's star rising even further thanks to his role as the MCU's Kang the Conqueror, loyal fans would have to choose which film of his to see on that weekend. Okay, from what I heard, the reason why Creed 3 is actually delayed is it's a complete disaster, just a shit show in every sense. Like, it's so dark. There's rape. There's abuse in the story. It's everything that Rocky is not. Rocky's always been uplifting. It's been about positivity, and Creed 3 has just gone in a completely dark direction that has nothing to do with the values of the Rocky universe. It's actually quite sad. And apparently the Winklers want Stallone to have nothing to do with it, that they're trying to make Creed such a different beast and animal and movie than like what Rocky's all about. And I guess they just don't want any involvement for Stallone. They think they're good enough to do it without him. Talk about some real hubris going on. But I also heard Michael B. Jordan is basically begging Stallone to come in and fix it. Now, I don't know if Stallone could even fix it with just the editing. He might have to do like reshoots or something. But apparently he's got a blank check from the studio because they're begging Stallone to essentially fix the thing. I don't think Stallone will do it though.
It ain't worth it.
Unless he gets some ownership rights from the Winklers, which we all know he deserves, and check out the previous video I did talking about that. But basically, the story is when he shot Rocky 1 back in the day, he got paid maybe like $30,000 to act in it. Next to nothing for the script. Didn't give away ownership rights, so were basically taken from him. And when they were going to revert back to him years ago, he basically got screwed out of it from some shady lawyers. So news of this first surfaced back in 2019 when he let it kind of know that he wasn't too happy. And then more recently, a bunch of Instagram posts, some of which have been deleted. Anyway, check out the video I talked about all that, linked in the description below. As far as like, can Stallone actually fix Creed 3? They might have to do reshoots. I don't know if he could just fix it in editing. It's a mess from what I hear, unfortunately, guys. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about Creed 3 now. And there's time, though. There's plenty of time. If it's not going to come out till spring, they can do something. They can salvage it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about that whole thing.